Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another one. So today's video is going to be on the Honda Monkey. So first off, shout out to the man himself, Big Diesel, Derek. Thank you for the handoff. Thank you for the 2022 Honda Monkey. Let's get into it. You guys saw the Grom, and this way we can go over the differences. I got both of them right out here, and let's get into it. All right, we got both of them out here. We got the Honda Grom, we got the Honda Monkey. Now, let's go over the first big difference between the two. So if you're looking into getting either or, doesn't matter, the Grom or the Monkey, this is a 2022, this is 2014, so don't mind that. Imagine this was a 2022, has the facelift, imagine that. This, price-wise, that is the first thing you're gonna wanna look at. The price of these, brand new, costs right around $3,500, whereas the Honda Monkey is gonna be around $4,000. So if you're looking at just prices, the price is going to be obviously a difference of about 500 bucks. Now, if you're looking at weight, the weight is pretty much the same. This is about 230, 235-ish, and this is about 230 to like 240. So the weight is pretty much the same. The price is almost the same. It's about a $500 difference, and that's kind of, you know, the price difference. But now let's get into the big differences between the two. Okay, the first big difference is the suspension. So if you look at the suspension on the Honda Monkey, right, it's got the dual suspension in the rear, whereas the Honda Grom, doesn't matter what year your Grom is, it's going to be a single. It's going to be in the rear. Let's look at that. It's going to be in the rear, in the middle, and bam. So that's how that looks. But on the Monkey, because it is dual, it is a lot more comfortable. So if you are planning on going on longer rides and you're thinking, hey, should I get the Grom or should I get the Monkey might be the right option for you, because obviously you're going to have a little bit more comfortable of a ride. Now, let's get into the second difference that's going to help you. The second difference is going to be the seat. So if you look at the Honda Monkey seat, right? Look at my hand. This seat is ginormous. It is padded like you are sitting on a lazy boy. Whereas this thing, yes, it is an aftermarket seat. However, the Honda Grom seat stock is not comfortable anyway, and neither is this thing. And this is not the gel edition. They do make these in gel, so if you do want to get a little bit more comfort, you could buy a gel seat, but this one's not that. Now, this stock seat, if you are trying to go on long rides, I promise you it's like riding on a goddamn couch for hours. So get this thing, and if you do want long rides, this is the way to go. Now let's get into the next one. Okay, what is that? We're on difference 3? All right, so let's go on the third big difference. Now, this, the Honda Monkey, right? It is retro style looking, and these are all metal. So a lot more metal on this, which I don't understand how they kind of weigh the same, because everything on the Honda Grom is good old plastic. Damn, that sounds shitty. Whatever. But this is all metal, so if you are looking for that retro look, this might be the thing for you. And honestly, if you ask me, this looks a lot better in my opinion, just because I do like that retro look. However, if that's not for you, this might be it. And now, because of the way the seat is and because of the style of it, because it's more retro style looking, the sitting position in this is a lot more upright. So you're upright on the Honda Monkey, whereas compared to the Grom, you're just kind of leaned forward a little bit more. And the bars, obviously mine are aftermarket. However, with these bars and this seat in this sitting position, it's a lot more comfortable. So if you are going on the line, once again, we're back at it. If you are trying to go on those long rides, you want to put on a lot of miles, this is it. Okay, now if you want to get into the really in-depth stuff, let's look at the gauges. So first, let's look at the key. This key, I'm going to show you compared to the Grom key. Hold on. This is the Grom key, right? And this is the Monkey key. So you can tell, obviously in size, it's a lot different. But this is more of like the stuff. This literally just looks like a car key. We'll leave that right there. Go right over to the gauges, and let's put this bad boy in here. So if you look, there's no tachometer, but you do have the little features. You have your check engine light, turn signals. Now, this is the ABS, and on the Honda Monkeys, they are all ABS. Hold on, bam. This, you have the option. So on the Grom, you could buy ABS, non-ABS options, and then obviously the prices vary based on that. However, on the Monkey, you don't have that. They are all ABS. Which, if that's something that bothers you, then I guess maybe not. But besides that, you got your miles per hour, and you got your fuel. I think that's pretty much it for the Monkey, but let's look at the Grom. Okay, so here's the Groms. Let's turn that bad boy on. Boop. Same thing, check engine light, turn signals, neutral, all the other good stuff. However, you have your tachometer, you have your speedometer, miles. Look at what? Okay, time. And now, obviously, this is a lot bigger compared to that little thing. However, it's got exactly the basic same features, except if you do have the 2022 and or newer Honda Grom, you will be able to have the luxury of knowing what gear you are in, because Honda decided, well, listen, it'd be pretty smart to tell you what gear you're in, which should be a feature on either or bike any year. But shout out to Honda for, you know, adding that feature in there now. But that's pretty much that for that. Now, a couple of little differences that you should be just able to notice as soon as you see both of them. The tires, if you look, this is kind of more meaty, looks more like an off-road tire, whereas this is just a stock Grom tire that came with it. And then the exhaust. So the exhaust sits a lot higher on the monkeys, which I know you would think like this is gonna get hot, it's gonna hit your leg. I promise you, whatever heat shield this is, you could ride this thing for miles and hours and this thing will not get hot. We literally just rode it here and nothing. Whereas this thing sits a lot lower, and obviously it's a little bit higher if you have the stock exhaust, but this thing will get hot. So don't touch, I guess. But next is going to be the gearing. Now let's get right into the gearing. Now, on the 2022 Groms and Monkeys, Honda promised for higher compression and you to be able to stay on the highway at better highway speeds and maintain them, I guess. However, that's not true because this monkey does top speed of like 65-ish. And I know it sounds good, but like the Grom, if you just ride either or, you'll notice kind of the Grom picks up faster and it's easier to maintain the higher speeds on the Grom. Which I'm not just saying that because mine is a 2014, but any Grom. So like if you have a newer one, mine is an OG, but if you have the SF or the one newer, either or will do the same. And I'm telling you, but if you look at, it's the same engine, same exact engine. I don't know what the differences are besides like internal wise, but they are literally the same. You can exchange parts. So I don't know what the hell Honda did, but they did something. So when it comes to the transmission on these things, now, because this is a 2022, this is a 5-speed. So 1 down, 4 up. And I know it sounds a lot better, but it literally does the same thing. You promise you won't even notice the difference. But you could buy that option that is on the 2022, so that is on the Groms or the Monkeys, so that's really just up to you. But the gearing and everything else, I promise you, is the same. So if you want to buy parts, you could, just like how I have mine and everything's all custom and, you know, did it to my style and my liking, you can do to the Monkey. And they have so many parts for the Monkey as well. So if you want to do anything custom to the Monkey, it is just as easy as it is doing it to the Grom. So if that's, like I said, if the customization is something you want to get into, the Monkey is also still not a bad option. Now, let's get near the end. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to cut it up with coming to the end. So the end of it is, at the end of the day, if you are choosing either or, it all comes down to preference. So do you want that retro style look? Do you want the Grom look? Is it just more, you know, the seating position is a little different? This is more comfortable for longer rides if that's something you are into. And at the end of the day, what do you really want to do with it? I mean, price wise, weight wise, everything else, they're almost the same. Ride style, like they feel the same unless you're trying to go for like a really long ride. And if you are like me and you are trying to wheelie, I promise you both of them will wheelie. However, forgot to tell you guys, this thing is torqued the hell up. So I don't know what it is, but you can wheelie this thing in first, second, third. This thing, you gotta like really pull it up in second, and maybe you could wheelie in third, but I can't. I don't know, my fat ass just can't. I don't know. But so at the end of the day, it comes down to preference, whatever you guys like, whatever your style is, and I guess Honda just gives you that option. So that's it. And there you guys have it, both of them. Like I promised you guys, the Honda Monkey finally. Shout out to Derek, thank you once again. And I hope you guys like this video. I hope it's kind of educational as to whichever one you want to make a decision based on and whichever one you're going to end up buying. But if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments, and make sure you check it out on Instagram. So if you are trying to message me and you are trying to find something out, let me know on Instagram because I'll probably reply there way faster than I will on YouTube. However, at the end of the day, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, all the other good stuff, and see you on the next one.